And see that open space right there? That's kind of just off the runway? Aim for that.
How would you know what to aim for if this was your first time here?
You figure it out.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I mean, you see the runway, right? And you want to be on a base for it, so you want to aim a little bit away from the runway so you have room to turn final.
I think the aiming point's closer than I think it is.
I mean, you kind of figure it out. It's one of those things like you get with experience.
Yeah.
Government 3, from the traffic behind us, we'll be switching alarms.
Flight 3 from the frequency change approved.
Call back.
What?
Did she say 5 miles out?
Yep.
Anscombe Tower, 48 Bravo Alpha, 5 miles out on right base for runway 29.
Cessna 8 Bravo Alpha, runway 29, wind 330 at 8 gust 19er, clear to land.
Clear to land, 29, 8 Bravo Alpha.
So just get yourself set up here for, you got to get yourself slowed down, right?
Yeah.
The winds have definitely picked up.
Yep. First notch flaps.
So come in at 70, because we've got a gust
wind
factor.
350 at 7 gust 19er.
So we've got a 12 knot gust factor. And watch your altitude. Take the power out.
Cessna 8 Bravo Alpha, turn left, takes wing off, contact runway off.
So, what went wrong there?
755,
Yeah.
radio sequence.
Cessna 8 Bravo Alpha, turn left, takes wing off, contact runway off.
Over to ground 8 Bravo Alpha.
Exit jet 755, Hanscom Tower, turn left heading 250, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Left 250, 29, clear for takeoff, exec jet 755.
I feel like the wind was all over the place.
It was. It was.
So, didn't know what to do with that.
Okay.
Is the short answer.
You just have to correct for it. You just have to correct for it.
It wasn't consistent. It was, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's why you constantly got to be adjusting your pitch. You got to have your feet on the rudder.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be constantly on top of the plane with that. And you were just a little bit like hesitant with stuff.
I think I was wanting the wind to be one way.
Okay.
I think is what I was doing.
I mean, you can want that all you want, but
I think that's what was happening. I was like trying to correct for one thing, and then
yeah,
it changed.
Yep.
RPM 1000. Flaps retract. Lights.
Exit jet 755, contact Boston departure, good day.
755, good day.
Are we at Golf? Is that where?
Yep.
Hanscom ground, Skyhawk 488 Bravo Alpha, off 29 at Golf to west ramp.
Skyhawk 488 Bravo Alpha, Hanscom, taxi west ramp via Echo Juliet.
Echo Juliet, 8 Bravo Alpha.
Signature Skyhawk 488 Bravo Alpha, request top off west ramp.
Signature to 488 Bravo Alpha, requesting top off, copy, west side.
Thank you. Yep. So when winds are squirrely like that, you want to carry in a little bit of extra speed. Because that way if, something changes, you're not close to a stall. And you're constantly working the plane. So your hands are doing something, your feet are doing something.
Yeah.
You're constantly working it down. It's tricky. I mean, when, she gave us the winds, it's a gusty crosswind, which is one of the hardest conditions to land in. Because the wind isn't coming straight at you, it's coming at you sideways, and it's coming at varying speeds. So your crosswind correction is going to vary depending on what the wind is doing, okay?
Yeah.
So, and you just have to work on holding that center line and doing whatever it is you need to do to maintain your approach speed, which you did a decent job with, and then maintaining that center line, okay?
Yeah.
So. I was on a flight a few weeks ago at the end of December, and I was with somebody and we went down to White Plains, and I forget which runway that we were using in White Plains, but the wind was basically blowing across the runway. Like it was like a 70-degree crosswind, and it was 18 gusting to 35. That's like, a lot, like beyond my limits.
In one of these?
I was in a Cirrus. It was beyond my limits. I wasn't flying, but and I said to the guy who was flying after we ended, I'm like, that was beyond what I was comfortable with. And
Really?
he's like, yep. He goes, that was a workout for me. And he's got 9,000 hours, most of which were in single engine piston planes, Cessnas and Cirruses and Pipers. He's like, that was a workout for me. So gusty crosswinds are the trickiest.
First spot?
Yeah. Pull it right forward.
Ground exit 536, taxi off signature with whiskey.
Exit 536, Hanson ground, runway 29, taxi via Juliet and Echo.
Juliet Echo on 29, exit 5.
That's good. We may have to push it back a little bit.
Okay.